Oh, starting. Hey everybody, what's up? I finally got it to work. Fun story. I was walking up the stairs with this popcorn and I nearly fell. Like I fell and then I actually magically grabbed it in the air like this. It was beautiful. Okay. So, I kind of realized that I didn't really post my video like I said I was going to, which is why I'm working on it now. I had like, I had like a lot of clips that got corrupted. So I have 2 videos in the works. One is almost done. The other one is also almost done. I'm just debating whether or not I should cut some parts from it, because I'll in the video I'm going to post later tonight, it'll and show you, but I promise it's actually going to be up tonight, minus a couple clips. So that's gonna happen. Welcome everybody. I'm glad that I could be here with you and eat popcorn with you. This is what it is, by the way, is popcorn. I drink some of my little boozy thingies, but I gotta be somewhere later, so after I edit the video, of course, or maybe before, I don't know. Chances are I'm probably gonna be up till like 5 in the morning editing this video. Not this one, because this is live, but you get the point. So while we're waiting, for some questions, I guess, I had a couple questions of my own for anybody who's watching, I suppose. What has your what have you been up to in the past couple months that I've been away? Because I really enjoy talking to everybody. I do. And like, I mean, like, I answer everybody's questions, or at least I try to. If I haven't answered your questions, it's probably because I'm a piece of shit, and I'm sorry. Let me just see how everything is going as I see who's watching. There's like no one watching, is there? That's okay. Blah, 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 blah. We've only been doing this for 2 minutes. Okay. The plan is tonight to go on until around 7:30 Central, and then we're gonna stop because I have to be across to the next state at 8 o'clock. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, we're still in my room. It just looks a little different because we're at a different angle. So that's the desk that I usually film at. It's kind of a huge mess right now. That's my poster that I tried to leave out because it's a little, yeah, kind of inappropriate. I kind of realize that now, but when I was like 9, I didn't realize that, which is when I got that poster, when I was 9. And I kind of kept it for sentimental reasons. Now I'm not so sure. I've got another fairy one, but it's not as, what's the word, provocative. Kingdom Hearts posters, which I don't doubt you guys have seen, but who knows? Yeah, do you like the back of my head there? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so the topic for tonight was supposed to be cosplay. Really, we're just going to talk about whatever, but basically, if you have any questions, if you're new to cosplay or just want to talk about cosplay, then feel free to ask. Really, just go to the comment section and ask, and I'll see it like right away. That's kind of how this works. It kind of looks like we're lagging a little bit, doesn't it? Let me see. What's up? No, we're not. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Awesome. If you're wondering, I have my, usually when we do these live shows, I do it from my laptop So, which is why it clicks all the time. But if you're wondering why it does this so much, it's because I'm clicking on it constantly and checking things, and like I have it I literally have it balanced on like 3 books, a couple of spiral notebooks, and patterns. Yes. By the way, I got a new job in June. I work at a fabric store. So if anybody has questions about anything, now would be an awesome time to ask, because I know them. I know the answers now. Most of them. Yes. And we have one viewer, it looks like. How's it going, friend? How's it going? Beep, 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 beep. Let's go look at the control room thing. Don't know how to work this. The stream status is bad, it says. That's ow. Ouch. That's terrible. Please correct the frame rate of the video to 30 frames per second. I don't know how to do that, system. I'm sorry, but okay. Let's see if I can't fix this while I'm eating popcorn. What's this? No. 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 Yes? Is that it? Am I working on it? Is this good? Well. Oh wait. I don't know how that works, but I think we're doing this correctly, maybe? Is this how we do this? I don't know. It's been a while. What's the control room saying? Volume's good. Film's good. Whatever. Control room. Original. What's it? Settings. Built-in eyesight. Default mod. Cool. Awesome. I'm doing awesome so far. So as I'm trying to figure this shit out, why don't you guys start asking questions, and we'll be doing the thingy-majiggy. Something. Ooh. What'd I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I should stop touching this. I should. I'm just gonna go back online and see if anybody's asking questions yet. All right, so since no one's asking any questions yet, and I think we only have 1 viewer anyways, which is cool. Hi, how you doing? This is a weird weird angle. Oh, after this video ends, you're free to ask questions and I will answer them anyway. So if you do that, that's cool. Just know that I'm not, this right now, Saturday at 6:53 p.m. Central Time is when we're filming. So, or Saturday the 24th. So if you ask questions like in 2 hours and I'm not here to answer them, and why am I not answering your questions? It's probably because I'm not here. It's probably because the stream is over. So, whoops. I don't know. Let me think. So, I'm going to talk a bit about my con schedule. Usually what I do is go to 3 conventions a year, but this year I have like no money, and that's kind of due to the fact that I've come home to live here for this semester and last semester, and I've been really busy, and I have 1 job that pays minimum wage, and I only work part-time, and they won't offer any other times, which sucks. So I'm kind of stuck and between a rock and a hard place, because all I get is like $50 a week. But which I suppose isn't too bad, but being that I pay for most of my stuff myself and I'm still trying to pay off my student loans, it doesn't help. It really doesn't. Anybody who says that you can live off of minimum wage is a liar. And obviously has not lived off of. As it stands, I can't even buy my own food. I have to ask my parents for food, which is, fine and stuff, but I usually insist on buying my own food. So, like, so I don't have to be like another strain on my parents who have 2 other kids who eat everything. So, oh, it looks like the stream status is good now. That's good. I fixed something. Something, of course, means absolutely nothing. Let's see. So because of where, you know, because of how my money situation is, I'm only going to be going to one convention this year, just one, and it's going to be Anime Central in May. That's in Rosemont, Illinois. So if anybody wants to see me there and maybe talk to me, we could be friends, whatever, feel free to join me. It's cool. I love it. I love meeting new people. Just know that I'm not this talkative in real life. To a camera when there's no one else in the room. I'm also going to be co-hosting a panel, which is awesome because I've only done that one other time and it was by myself and I had no idea what I was doing. So that was awesome and terrifying. I actually have the video of that up if anybody wants to see it. It's Surviving Conventions Without Losing Your Mind. That's what it was called. And I was wearing a kigurumi, which for those of you who don't know what that is, that's just like a pair of footy pajamas in like an animal or character form, whatever. It was awesome. It's basically a costume, but they're really pajamas. They're amazing. I don't have anything to say, really. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. If it gets passed, then I will be cosplaying, I'm going to be doing this anyways. I'm actually going to be cosplaying as Bucky Barnes from Winter Soldier, who is the Winter Soldier from, the Captain America movie. Jesus. And it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting, I should say, because I've never made a not metal, but like an arm before, like an arm covering, aside from a sleeve. So we'll have to see how this goes. It's gonna be really detailed. For those of you who don't know, I'd just Google search it because I don't know how to show you a picture other than, logging out and then showing you later. Oh no, stream's bad again. Shit. Let's see how this looks. How's it going? Is it looking okay? It looks like we're doing okay. That's good. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm dressed up kind of so nice, it's because I was just at work and I came straight from work to here, and now I'm wearing my brother's hoodie because it was just laying downstairs and I needed it. I guess I should, since no one's asking questions, I suppose I should just start talking about cosplay. I've been cosplaying since I was about 10 years old, like officially cosplaying since I was 12. But I've been making my own costumes since I was 10. So that's 11 years now. So I don't call myself an expert in anything aside from like straight stitch. And that's it. But I'm good at problem solving, I guess, is a good thing. So and I sew a lot of my own things just cause, which always comes in handy. I don't really know what else I'm good at aside from that. That's it. Wigs. I'm good at styling wigs. So there's that. In fact, I'm actually I am doing this. I like cosplaying so much that I'm actually going into theater and doing costuming as my major. So I really don't know how else to say this because it's awesome. I've been doing theater since I was like 6 years old, and I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. It's been like, theater has been my life, my passion. God, it's just been awesome. But I decided that I wanted to pursue that as a career. So since I've been home, I've been getting really into the theater community here, and so far I've done costumes for 2 plays. I'm actually in a show in March coming up this year, and I'm hopefully going to be doing costumes again in a show in July, but we'll have to see. Which doesn't leave too much time for me to work on cosplays, but I'm still doing it anyways because between work, school, and the show, it's going to be a little tight. Like as it is right now, I barely have mornings to myself. I can't sleep. Wow, my hair looks good today, kind of. I like it. Okay, so maybe I'm going to wear my hair like this the rest of the night. It's 7:00 p.m., so we're going to be here till 7:30, unless people still start asking questions and whatever. So I've been doing, let's see, I've been doing cosplay for 11 years, so I guess I know a little bit about, or I know a lot about fabric content and what you need for like certain costumes. So let me start with something that most people cosplay for the first time, and that's usually a Sailor Scout or something along the lines of Hitalia or Homestuck. If you're cosplaying on a budget, places like thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, they're going to be your best friends. Oh, something happened. Sorry, I fixed it. So they're going to be your best friends in the long run, because when you're working on something like, say, I haven't read Homestuck much, so I don't know the characters, but if you were going to do one of the trolls, let's say Gamzee. If you're going to do one of the trolls, you should never ever use acrylic paint for your face or your body or anything like that. Even your shirts, quite honestly. If you're going to be painting on your shirts, like a cotton, you should always use fabric paint, always. If you use permanent markers, it's going to run. If you use acrylic paint, that's okay. But yeah, I would definitely use fabric paint, but don't like lob it on, otherwise it'll dry and it'll harden, and then it'll feel really weird. So just, whatever. Acrylic paint is really bad for your skin. You can actually get poison from that, not lead poisoning per se, but like, I don't know. We learned about this in, I'm also an art major, so we learned about this in art class. Some people don't care. Like I paint on myself with acrylic paint all the time, and like just cause, and so far nothing has happened to me, but that's not always the because I've been wearing makeup underneath it. But that's still really dangerous. You should never wear acrylic paint like for long periods of time, especially not like all over you. I actually have the name of the body paint that you should use, and you can use Ben Nye, like liquid paint like this, the magic color stuff. You could, and there's also, oh, I have it somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. And it doesn't look like I have it up here anymore. It was, I have no idea what I did with it. It's not here anymore. But it starts with an M. That much I know. So, or you could use powder foundation, something like Bare Minerals, stuff like that. They have different colors. There's also, Sephora has some stuff, I guess. But if you are like completely set on painting yourself completely gray, I would use something like Ben Nye paint, but make sure it's water-based, because water-based is the best to use on your skin, especially if you're wearing clothes over it, because it won't rub off on your clothes. You can use soap and water to get it off, and it won't stay forever. Grease paint is the worst. Let me just tell you right now, grease paint fucking sucks. I only use it when I absolutely have to, and that's not very often. So just don't use grease paint. If you go onto my Facebook page, you can see, there's a link on my YouTube channel. There are pictures of me, I think, as Pikachu from like 2011, and my cheeks are red. I used grease paint, and it took forever to get off, which really sucked for me because I had to suddenly, or not suddenly, I had to change into my Xion cosplay from Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Not only did it not come off, but it melted too as the day went on. So like I got most of it off, but it was still kind of red, and I was like, it kind of looks like blush, but it melted. So I looked like I had cried blood, and people were like, "Whoa, Xion, you're kind of dark." I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's not blood. I swear, it's just grease paint." It was the worst. Never use grease paint unless you have like makeup remover, which I didn't. I didn't have makeup remover, and it sucked. It was the worst. Shit. Another time when I was, I cosplayed as Robert Downey Jr. for a dysfunctional celebrity New Year's party, and this was last year. And I had gotten grease paint, but I didn't know how to properly seal it, so I kind of just had to walk around like, "Don't touch my beard. Don't touch it, man. Don't touch my beard, please. Oh my God. Is it still there? Is it still, is it still there?" Like the whole night. Eventually I didn't care, but it was still pretty bad. But it looked awesome. I think I have some pictures of that too, maybe. I don't know. I look awesome as a male, I should say. I'm pretty gender fluid, I guess. Which is something I figured out like a long time ago when I started cosplaying when I was 13. Yes, because I cosplayed as Roxas, and I was like, I look pretty good, I guess, as a dude, whatever. But then again, when I was 13, my boobs weren't as big. Still kind of big, not as big. If you're going to be doing something that requires like if you're going to be doing like a big dress or something, you should always go for the nicer looking fabrics. Like if you say you're at Hancock Fabrics and you're looking for something to make peaches dress out of, you shouldn't use cotton. You're more than welcome to, but you should look at the discount fabrics first. Special Occasion Fabrics has really nice like satiny stuff, but Sassy Satin is the absolute worst kind of satin you could ever use. Please don't use it because it sucks. I use it. The only times I've ever used Sassy Satin was to make like really crappy looking bow ties that we were gonna ruin anyways. I also used it in one of the cosplays that I have in the works. I was gonna be Harp Pirate. Like if you've ever seen her Figma, like little Figma figurines, they kind of they look like I have a lot of figurines like these, right? So they're like hers was herself, but in a pirate costume, basically. So, and I really liked that, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But I couldn't find anything. I was on a budget, so I didn't find what I was looking for right away. Oh, but speaking of budget, I had to use Sassy Satin for the tie, so it was awesome. Ugh, it's gross. I hated working with it because it frays too easily. If something like that frays on you, satin is like the Sassy Satin stuff. What you can do is take a lighter and lightly burn the edges. Like don't like put the if this is your fabric and this is the lighter, you don't want, or flame, right? Say this is the flame. You don't want to put it right there. You just want to heat it so it'll melt and kind of harden into like a really hard plastic. You can do that with ribbons too. I do that with ribbons all the time so they don't fray or anything. Like especially if I'm doing like a sailor cosplay or sailor neck whatever cosplay. Let's see. So going back to like the bargain thing, like going to thrift stores and stuff. This pertains to me especially because that's how I started out, and I still do this. If I'm on a time crunch or I don't have a lot of money, I go to thrift stores first to look for certain things that I can modify. For example, I did Kyrie as my first cosplay at my first big convention, and I didn't know a thing about sewing. So what I did was I went to the thrift store and I bought a pair of skirts, like tennis skirts. Like if you don't know what skirts are, they're like a skirt with shorts sewn in or built in, whatever. And I had dyed them purple, like the exact shade of purple I needed. But I didn't have the belt loop, so I used Fun Foam for the belt loop. I still have the skirt somewhere, but I don't want to dig for it. So you're out of luck there. But I do have a picture of it. I never posted it online because I never got a really clear picture of it. One sec. If you're wondering why I have a picture of, or a poster of myself with all these pictures of young little me, it's because in 8th grade it was required as a project and we had to put them up in the hall for everyone to see. It was really fucking weird. That's me from the very first convention I went to. As you can see, I had the whole Kyrie outfit there. I used a pair of crappy croc things that I found. And yeah, you can ignore the drawing things that I did. I was in 8th grade, okay? Leave me alone. But yeah, so I bought this skirt and cut I don't know if you can see it, a slit in the side like Kyrie's. Then I bought a tank top and a cami to put over it. And then I made the keyblade myself because, well, not myself. I should say my dad made it, but whatever, it's cool. I was in, God, I had to have been like in 7th grade, I think, when I made this. So I'm looking at these. Anime, I don't have any other pictures from that, so I must have just been in 7th grade. Okay. Yeah, so I was like 12. Or I mean, I was in 6th grade going into 7th grade. I didn't take very many pictures after that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember half these pictures. Sorry, I'm still looking at this poster. It's like, wow. My mom did most of this, and she just like did some, or took some pictures from my old sketchbook that I did, which I fucking hated, but whatever. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Unless, like, my dad didn't do anything. Oh, here's me as Miss Spider from James and the Giant Peach. Blah. Right here. Sorry, that's me. And me right here. So, yeah, that was weird. But, yeah, back to cosplay. Okay. Continue asking questions if anybody has any. I'm seeing one. Ohio. Nice. I get ya. Yes, you made it. Good job, friend. Bravo. I'm so glad you made it. Yeah, we're still gonna be here for another you know what? I'm gonna extend it because we started late. We're gonna stop in half an hour, so 7:45. Sound cool? Awesome. And to the rest of you, 8:45, 9:45, whatever. Or 6:45, I don't know. Blue be doo boo. So when I was and I've also gotten questions about like, hey Bailey, what if is it okay to order costumes online? Honestly, yes, it is fine. My Roxas costume, or my Roxas and Shion cosplay, I ordered online because I had no experience, no time to work on it. The first actual cosplay I had that I made was my Pikachu cosplay. and my Haruhi Suzumiya cosplay, the first one I did. And that was cool, but, you know, it wasn't the best thing I'd ever made, ever. Stream's still bad, it says. Where'd my popcorn go? I actually still have it. I bought it in a big size, and had it sized down for me so I could wear it again in the future, which I plan on doing. If anything, if I can't get the cosplay I want done aside from Bucky Barnes, because I absolutely need to have that done, I will recycle some of my old cosplays. Last year I did, or 2 years ago I did Vanellope von Schweetz, and I plan on doing that again. I did Korra that year too, like from The Legend of Korra. I plan on revamping that maybe, or doing a new, the new season version of Korra. So that would be awesome. So there's nothing wrong with recycling old cosplays or buying cosplay online, because sometimes you just have to. And it's not maybe because you have to. No one's going to judge you otherwise. Like, the majority of people I meet, most of their cosplays were made by somebody else, or like they bought online. So, so it's no big deal. If you are, however, going to compete in the masquerade, which is the costume competition at conventions, if you are doing the costume competition, you do have to make your own, because that's how they judge you, is like if you're wanting to go in, like getting your cosplay judged, it has to be made by somebody like who is with you at that time. So you have to make it, or somebody else has to make it for you and be there to accept the award. So, however, if you are going to do like a skit or something like that, then it doesn't matter. You can buy your costume online or whatever. It's the performance that wins, not the cosplay itself, but the performance. So if you buy your costumes online and do the performance, awesome. That's how they judge you, is the performance. And that's about it. I'm thinking about Ohio. I'm thinking about cross-playing Asuna Langley from the 3.33 movie. Oh, Asuka. Sorry. Do you think it's needed to lose weight to make the cosplay look better? I did for my Ryuko from Kill la Kill. No, I don't think you need to lose weight, because honestly, you're the one that's wearing the cosplay to make it look better. That's a tricky question, because I really don't think that anybody needs to lose weight because of a costume. It's a really bad thing that people are doing now, that are saying like, oh, you're too fat to cosplay this character, or you're too skinny, you're too short, you're too tall. Honestly, look at me. Hang on. Look at me. I am like 5'2", slightly pudgy, and I still cosplay shirtless people all the time. Well, not completely shirtless, but I wear a bikini and whatever. I do, and really, I don't have the body type for most of what I do, but I make it work. So, and I'm not the right gender for most of what I do. I cosplayed as Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. I cosplay as Jack Frost. I cosplay as I told you just now that I cosplay as Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. And not once was I female. I didn't do a gender bent cosplay. I don't have anything against gender bent costumes, but I really liked their costume, and I'm not creative enough to make the gender bent version of that costume. But that doesn't mean that I'm completely against the idea of gender bending. I just like cosplaying as a boy sometimes. So, like, hell, I'm fucking Sherlock Holmes is like, Benedict Cumberbatch is the super skinny, super tall guy. I'm not super skinny or super tall, nor male, but I still cosplayed him. So basically what I'm saying is don't lose weight because you feel like you have to. I would say if you want to lose weight to be healthier, then that's your thing. I don't think that you necessarily need to, or you really shouldn't want to either, because you're the one that's rocking the costume. No one else, and anybody else who says that you suck because of your certain weight, height, gender, or whatever, then they suck and they need to stop. So if that answers your question, maybe. Did I answer your question? I'm not sure. I hope I did. If I didn't, then, you know, just tell me I didn't. What is the best thing you've ever made ever? Like cosplay-wise? Shit. I made a really awesome Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword cosplay. I actually won 2nd place at a masquerade for that. I also made, I'm staring at my closet right now, I'm trying to think. I've also made Bee from Bee and Puppy Cat, and I was pretty proud of that. It's a really simple costume, but I managed to make it in like a week, so I was pretty proud of that. Actually, let me go look. I think I'm pretty proud of my Hiccup costume. I also made a Peter Pan cosplay. I'm pretty proud of that one. I don't know. The best thing I ever made was probably my Vanellope Von Schweetz cosplay, because the skirt turned out exactly the way I wanted it to, and I don't know where it went, but whatever, it's cool. So I think that would be my favorite like cosplay I've ever made. For my sewing class, I had to make a stuffed animal, like by myself, my own pattern, had to hand sew it and everything. So this is what I ended up this is what I ended up making. No pattern or anything. I made him myself based on like the very, very crude, like simplistic pattern that I was given, which was like a circle and an oval. That's it. Everything else I made. So like I put his eyes and nose in myself. I hand sewed his eyebrow things, his ears, his tail, everything that you see, I made by hand, and it looks store-bought. I've been told that he looks store-bought, but quite frankly, he's not. And he also really enjoys his flower crown, I've decided. His name is Rory the fox. Wah. I also do clay things. I like making clay figures, so I made, it's a little dusty, hang on. I made this little dude. If anybody has read the Adventure Time comics, this is from the Fiona and Kay comic. This is the Fire Prince goober thing. So he didn't take that long to make, actually, but painting-wise, it took forever, because I don't know if you can see that. But it's a little ombre thing going on, or whatever you call it. And the forehead gem took forever, let me tell you. I also made a little Pabu, which is in my closet. Let me go grab it. One sec. Pabu. The problem with some of these clay figures that I make, the paint that I use doesn't stay too well in the summer when it gets hot. But this is the Pabu I made. So I'm pretty proud of him. I don't know if you can see his eyes. Check it. It took forever to paint correctly. I went crazy doing this. So it's a little version of Pabu. Kind of cute. His little stubby legs. Yeah. So yeah, those are what I'm most proud of. The things that I've made, anyways. Ooh. Oh, whoops. Drawing-wise, meh. Not sure. Yes, awesome. I did answer your question correctly. You're welcome, maybe. Also, thank you for telling me. I have sketchbooks. I was pretty proud of one, but looking back, I'm not too proud of it anymore because my drawing style has changed so much. I'm writing a story. At the time, I was really proud of it, but looking back on it now, it kind of sucks a lot. Like, it's very akin to Twilight, how bad it is. Like, shit. And I hate Twilight, which is ironic because I actually own all the books. Yeah, I actually used to really like Twilight growing up. I have a lot of different books, though. Like, if anybody has ever read Peter Pan, officially, this is the sequel to it. Peter Pan and Scarlet. I fucking love this book because it's just like, it's just so good. It is. It was written by Geraldine McCaffrey. I don't know, but like, there was a contest years ago about who could write the best sequel, like closest to the original J.M. Barrie book. And this one won. It did. I'm trying to find the, oh, there it is. So there's a little section here about how this book came about. I could read it for you, but let me find the published date. Let me see. Published with the support of Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children. Copyright 2006. This was written in 2006, and the first book came out 1911, maybe. All right. So how this book came about? First, it was a play, then it was a book. Hang on. Was a runaway success that made James Matthew Barrie the most successful author in Britain. In 1929, Barrie made a remarkable gift to his favorite charity. He gave away all of his rights to Peter Pan to Great Ormond Street Hospital for Sick Children. This meant that whenever anyone staged a production of the play or bought a copy of Peter Pan and Wendy, the hospital would be richer for it instead of Barrie. Over the years, it has proved a more valuable gift than he could ever imagine. In 2004, Great Ormond Street Hospital decided to sanction, for the very first time, a sequel to the book Peter Pan and Wendy. They held a competition to find, from among authors all over the world, someone to continue Peter's adventures in Neverland. With a plot outline and a sample chapter, Geraldine McCaffrey won that competition. Peter Pan and Scarlet is the book she wrote. Now you can read it. It's really good. This is what it looks like. And I got it in 2006, maybe? No. Yeah, okay, 2007. All right, one sec. I got to answer my door. What's up? What do you need? Please stop. What do you want?
What are you leaving?
Me? I don't know. I'm done at 7:45. Want some popcorn?
No. My friend's gonna stop by real fast.
Okay. Is Chase still here?
Yeah. I don't mind.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Okay. Yep. And now Annie's in here. Annie, get out of the closet. My cat came out of the closet, everyone. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okie dokie dokie. Have you ever thought about accepting fan mail in the future? Have I? Yeah, actually, I have thought about it. I mean, I don't know what anybody would send me aside from maybe a letter. I could accept fan mail, but I'd have to open a post office box because, no offense to anybody who's watching, but I would much rather, like, I would rather have, like, somebody send something via snail mail to a post office box than directly to my house because I don't want people to find out where I live. It's nothing against anybody. I just, you know, maybe don't want people to find my house is all. Yeah. Essentially, that's about it, I guess. Annie, come here. Hey, Kitty, kitty. So, I don't know if anybody has met my cat, aside from maybe like a couple videos, but here's my cat, guys. Ain't she a cutie? Aww. She loves me, I can tell. Right, Annie? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Please tell me you love me. I love you. No. I thought you loved me. She only loves me for my stuff. Right, Annie? Oh, she's mad at me now. All right, well, it's 7:30, so we have 15 more minutes. So if anybody has any questions, please continue. Let's see. So, hello. So to continue about the costume thing, I don't ever recommend using broadcloth because broadcloth sucks as a fabric. More because like, I don't know, I just don't like it. Maybe, but like, I don't know. It's just a really gross thing. It's mostly polyester and cotton, and it shrinks kind of when you wash it, but like in a really awkward way. So like if you were gonna do something like if you were gonna go to a Renaissance fair, then that would be acceptable, I suppose, in place of linen fabrics. Because linen's kind of expensive. Well, not too expensive, I guess, but it's a bitch to wash because you have to do it by hand. I keep coming back to your question. Accepting fan mail. What would you even send me? That's what I want to know. Like, what are you going to be thinking about even sending me? Like a letter, a package? Because I could think about maybe opening packages, I guess, on one of the shows. Hey. Are you coming back to me? Ooh, that sounded angry. But, you know, I'm not opposed to the idea. I just have to open a post office box for a short period of time. I mean, if anybody sends me, God, I keep thinking about it. I don't know. It's crazy. What would you send me? Like, seriously, what would you even send me? I don't even know. Cause like, fun story. When I was in like 8th grade, no, not just 8th grade, because this started before 8th grade. Hi, hurt yourself, careful. When I was in like 6th grade or 5th grade, maybe, I don't know. I was in grade school. I had gotten a little package thing in the mail. Oh wait, no, it was Valentine's Day. Somebody went to my house and left chocolates on my porch, which was nice. And, you know, they said, you know, Happy Valentine's Day. I thought it was my mom, but neither of my parents ever, you know, neither of my parents, like, said that it was them, you know? They, sorry. I keep messing with this too. It's the necklace I got for my birthday. They never fessed up to it. Like I had asked them like multiple times. Even now or even recently I asked them, was it you that left me those chocolates years ago? But every year on Valentine's Day, a box of chocolates would just be on my porch. In 8th grade one year, I got more than just chocolates. I got a little package. Somebody had left me a pair of earrings, which I still wear to this day, perfume, chocolates, and like it was like a small thing, like this big, and it was so weird because it said keep smiling and something else. At the time, I was going through a really rough time in grade school. I didn't really have very many friends. I was kind of depressed. That's about it. I didn't really, you know, do much about it. I had like, you know, I just didn't have any friends. What else was I supposed to do? I didn't eat with anybody. But it was it was just really weird. And no one fessed up to it. It looked like my parents' handwriting, but it was really, really neat handwriting. It wasn't anybody's in my class. Because I have a small class, or had a small class, and I knew everybody's handwriting, but none of the handwriting matched this note that I got. I went to my parents. They said they had no idea where it came from. And I was like, are you lying? No, we're not lying. I really have no idea where it came from. I went to my teachers. I was like, hey, did you write this? Because some of my teachers, their handwriting varied. So I was like, did you send this to me? And also, how would you get here before I got home? That's kind of weird. I still haven't figured out who gave me these things. I'm guessing like one of the neighbors maybe gave it to me. Because according to my little brother, one of the neighbor boys had a crush on me, but I hardly ever went outside. So I have no idea who it could have been. That was probably the coolest thing that I've ever gotten, but it really helped a lot, especially since like I was really lonely and I really needed a friend, and seeing that package really helped me. So that was a really cool thing. Probably letters, most likely. Nice. Nice. I could totally do that. Yeah. If you send me letters, that'd be awesome. Or like a figurine or something, as long as you don't send me like dildos or anything like that. I found a dildo once on the street. It was kind of funny. I was just walking my dog, and like she runs up to this little thing, and it was a purple dildo that somebody had found weeks ago, and it was just there, and I was like, oh, that's a dildo. There's a dildo on the lawn. Okay. It was just really fucking weird. Yeah, no, that'd be super cool. I could totally do that. I mean, if you want to send me shit that I would keep forever to open on the channel, by all means. I think I'll do that. Does anybody know how much it costs to open a P.O. box? Because that'd be super cool. I'm supposed to be in charge. My brother is the warden today. I'm the worst warden. I'd be like if I was in Orange is the New Black, I'd be like the worst cop or security officer. I would just sit there all day. We're like, oh, those guys are doing lesbian stuff. Cool. Whatever. Not that there's anything, I just think it's really funny how the warden is really, really against it. I was like, oh, wow, dick. Oh. Half a second. The one downside of using my battery dies like halfway through. Okay. So, cosplay. Weapons. Let's move on to weapons. So, when I actually sell weapons. I don't know if anybody notices this, but I make and sell fake weapons, like props, right? I mean, you've seen how good I am with clay. I'm not being modest. I'm really good with clay. But I hardly ever sell the clay ones because they don't last very long. Like somebody breaks it or something. Oh, something happened. Oh, okay, cool. It's fixed, maybe. Did something happen? Did something? No. Weapons. Hi. Excuse me, Amy. I don't know if anybody's seen the keyblades that I keep on my walls, but I make those. So So if anybody had wanted something like this, maybe I could make it for a price. You know, I sell things online, so whatever. I used to have an Etsy store. I don't have it anymore. But when you're going to a convention and you bring a weapon, you always need to make sure it gets peace marked, which is like you go somewhere and they check whether or not it's good to keep around the convention, you know. So this is okay because it's beneath a certain height. So it's about the size of this chair, a little taller. It's made of wood, so I can take it. A lot of people use like fake guns with the orange caps, which needs to have an orange cap if you're carrying around a gun. But if you're going to a convention and you have like a real sword, it needs to be sheathed at all times. Like it needs to be in its sheath. It's sad but true. I usually recommend making something out of wood or plastic if you can, because it's easier to carry around. It's not as heavy, and you know, whatever. Whereas like when I was really into Hetalia, I cosplayed Grease, and I had a shovel. It's over here, but I don't want to go get it because now I'm lazy. I had a shovel and I painted the Greek flag on it. That thing was made of wood and actual metal. Since it has sharp edges, I probably couldn't have brought it into the convention. I left it at home by accident, so I have no idea if it would have been okay or not. But chances are that it probably wasn't okay to take, because it's just too heavy and too much of a liability to the convention staff. Whereas like if you brought something made of cardboard, then I don't think they'll even bother piece marking it. If you brought something made of wood, they would piece mark it. Certain height things are just too much. If you have a portal gun like I do, I haven't brought my portal gun to a convention, but you would still need that piece marked anyway because it's a prop, certain size, you know. Shoes. Let's move on to shoes because I see this way too often. One time I was at a convention and there was this kid walking around and he was barefoot. He got in trouble because at conventions you're not allowed to be barefoot. It's a health violation thing. Cause like, say you're walking around the dealer's room, people are gonna step on your feet. You could step on something sharp. You could step on something like vomit. You could sue the hotel, or the convention center, or the convention itself, or all three. They could be, you know, it's a really slippery slope walking without your shoes on, which is why a lot of people do this. What they do is you get these clear gel insoles and netting. You get the netting to match your skin tone and basically make flip-flops out of them. So you can't see them in pictures, but you can still walk around with them. They're like shoes. They're flip-flops. So it's totally fine. You just need to know how to make them. I have, sometimes it doesn't work so well. Like one of my friends tried making them and it didn't match her skin tone, and the netting pulled through or whatever, which is why you use hot glue to keep the netting in its place. Hey, Annie. Stop. Always when I'm doing a video. Do you want to go outside? We're almost done. We got like 3 minutes left. See? 3 minutes. Can you wait 3 minutes? She's blinking at me. If you're gonna wear flip-flops, be prepared to walk around a lot. Like if you're going to a big convention like Anime Central, that place takes the convention center itself is huge. It also takes place within like 3 other hotels across the street and then 1 other hotel across from that. You're going to be doing a lot of walking, so keep that in mind. So if you have like a character that has stilettos, I would bring walking shoes just in case. If you're going to be wearing flip-flops with like no support, then be prepared to be in a lot of pain. One time when I was cosplaying as Shion at Anime Central, I brought these boots, and I was dead tired. The robe itself was made of pleather, so it was bad enough that it was hot as hell. But I had all black underneath, and then these like knee length. They have no support, so I kept slipping and and being really upset. One time I dressed up as oh, what's her name? One of the trainers from Pokemon. Shit, what was it? Pokemon Diamond, I think. Whatever her name is, she had the ponytail with the hat, you know, and the short shorts with the pocket things. I cosplayed as her once, and the shoes that I bought from the not the dollar store, from the thrift store, the soles were breaking off. So I had to carry around super glue with me the entire convention. So like every half hour, I would be like bending over, gluing my shoe and standing there like an idiot. It was terrible. One of my shoes had no traction. I kept slipping everywhere because the floors were like so slick. Basically, bring tennis shoes just in case. Bring tennis shoes. You should also bring, if you go to a convention, a sewing kit. You can look at my convention etiquette video for that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, you know, not so weird, I suppose. Anybody else have questions? Keep asking. I'm still taking them. Hey. You want out now? She's been standing there the whole time, just staring at me. Annie. Come here, Kitty. Come here. Come here. Now she's staring at me like I'm an idiot. It's ridiculous. Come here. Do you want out? Yes, no, maybe? Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba. Do you want outside? You want to go out? Come on. Come on. She's sitting there. She's just standing at me. She's staring at me like an idiot. Like I'm an idiot, not her. Ugh. Well, it's 7:47. I don't think I've answered all the questions, but I haven't really gotten to what I wanted to say. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the shelves around my desk are completely full of manga. That's only the manga I own because I'm poor as shit. Then this is like all the manga I've read since 2008, maybe on, and I've gotten like, oh hey, I've read more online than I can ever say. Jesus, it's crazy. Ooh. Kelly Harlow says, how do you handle creepos? Depends on how so. There are lots of ways to get rid of a creeper. One is just staring at them, like, for an uncomfortable amount of time to make them go away. Like, or what I like to do is act like a fucking psycho. There's a lot of things that you could do. You can ask them to politely go away. Like what I like to do, like, for example, one time this dude was hitting on me, and it was really uncomfortable for me and for everybody around me, basically. He kept asking me out for a drink, and keep in mind, I was like 17. He kept asking me out for drinks. He's like, hey, maybe you could come to my room and take that off, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that doesn't sound appealing, please stop. Another one you could say, you could totally lie and be like, do the stupid thing and be like, hey, leave me alone, I have a boyfriend, my boyfriend wouldn't like that, or my girlfriend would like that, whatever. even if you don't have a boyfriend / girlfriend, you could always use that as an excuse, I suppose. Or if somebody invites you to a room party and like insists that you go, whatever, you can be like, I really don't want to go to. This one guy kept following me around at a convention, and he didn't recognize me out of cosplay. So basically, don't give them your real name, never. Don't give them a real number if they ask for it. If they see your badge, that doesn't mean anything to them. They won't be able to find you. If you're going for if you're going to be cosplaying multiple costumes, I would say, if you can, change out of that costume into another one the same day. And he'll never find you again. Me, personally, I'm good at spotting faces, so if somebody I know changes into another cosplay, I can see them easily and be like, oh, hey, that's Alex, or oh, hey, that's Brittany, right? I don't have a friend named Brittany. But I do have lots of friends named Alexis. Alexis. But that doesn't necessarily apply to everybody. I'm just good with faces. Really good with faces. Like, I rely more on faces than I do names. Faces. Creepos. You're going to run into creepos the entire time. But if you find yourself alone and being harassed by a bunch of people, walk up to another group of people and pretend that you know them and ask them politely to play along. So, for example, say you're sitting alone by yourself, just playing a video game or whatever. Some dudes come up to you and be like, hey, you're pretty cute, whatever. Like, hey, how's it going? I want to come back to our place. Wow, your costume's super hot. I'd love to see you without it. Why don't you come to my room and we'll have a room party of our own? You can be like, I'm sorry, but I'm with friends. Oh, so you're friends. But right over there, I just came over here to text my family. So you'd walk over there and be like, hey guys, so these dudes are bugging me. Can you please play along, right? Most of the time, if they are decent human beings, they will say yes. Especially if it's a group of females. I talk by myself all the time. But if somebody calls my name, or if somebody keeps following me, just walk away. Just walk away. Conventions are big places. You can easily hide yourself in a crowd. If worse comes to worse, take out your phone, call your parents or whatever, call somebody or pretend that you're talking to somebody. Just be like, oh, hey, sorry, I gotta get this. Hey, what's up? Or call one of your roommates, call your parents, call somebody just to get him away from you. Okay? Or her, I suppose, because there are hers that do the same thing. There are females that do the same thing. So ladies, please keep yourselves quick. Basically the big thing is don't be a creep yourself. If somebody is being creepy to you, then how would you feel, or then you know how that feels. So don't be a creeper like that to somebody else. Unless like you know them and it's a, joke, whatever. Still, don't do it. And remember, whatever happens is not your fault. Because people are just weird. I think that's about all the time we have. But if anybody has any more questions, feel free to ask them. Because I will be here for another, well, whenever. Because my feed is being weird. I don't know what's up. If you want to learn how to do, like, when you're cosplaying, which is, guy dressing up as a girl dressing up as a boy, and you don't know how to make your face angular or soft, you could look up tutorials on YouTube. There are plenty of them. There's one by Parlay Productions, by Jenks the Jinx, or her name is Jack now, or his name is Jack. The guy who one of the co-leaders, I think, Jack, does a really, really good tutorial on how to make your face angular. Whereas, like, there are some dudes out there who cosplay as women who can show you how to do your face, like give yourself longer lashes, make your cheeks, make your lips more feminine looking, whatever. Most of what you can find is on YouTube already. So if you're confused about certain, go for it. I lost my train of thought. Forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Annie, what was I saying? Help me. Thank you. That's so helpful. God damn. What about jerks who insult your costumes? I kind of trying to prepare for my first con. Oh, good question. Usually people are assholes anyway. A lot of people won't insult your costumes, I've come to find out. Because there are people who, like a couple of my friends in the past, or people I've hung out with at conventions, have been like, oh, look at her costume. It looks like she hasn't even tried at all. Like, maybe it's her first costume. Maybe you just need to, you know, maybe it's her first costume, give her a break. Or even if it's not, she tried really hard on it, obviously. Or maybe she just didn't have time or money, whatever. But most of the time, they won't insult you directly, so you don't have to worry about that. If they do, however, if you're at a convention and some big-time cosplayer, let's say Yaya Han, insults your costume, you can say, but you know what? I'm not here for you. I'm here for me. Bye. That's basically that's basically what your mindset should be, is you're here for you, not them. If they have a problem with your costume, then they can just fuck right off. You don't have to tell them to fuck off, or just like casually be like, wow, that was really rude. Do you say that to people often? Like, for example, okay. So let's clear the table here. I'm putting my popcorn out. Say you're at the dealer's room or in the artist alley, or you're just walking around minding your own business. Okay, so some dude comes up to you and he's like, hey, man, your costume's a little incorrect. Hey, aren't you a girl? You shouldn't be cosplaying that. It's like, well, I really like this character. Fuck. I should write this out. I should have written this out. Why didn't I write this out? Okay. Hey, your costume's a little, ill-fitting, don't you think? What do you mean? I mean, you're a little fat. Well, I'm sorry your dick's too small to really realize that I don't care. Another thing. Let me think. Most of the time you should just walk away. Other times, if you really feel like fighting it, you can be like, well, where'd you get your costume? Toys R Us? Oh, I made it myself. Oh, I can tell. I just wanted to save you the benefit of the doubt, or something like that. I'm really bad at comebacks, at least off the fly. Say, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I like this character and I worked really hard on my costume. I'm sorry you think you need to make yourself feel better by making fun of other people's costumes, but have fun being a dick the rest of your life. So that's basically it. If they insult you outright, then fucking punch them in the face. That's it. If they keep bugging you, find con staff. If they're like incessantly bugging you, find somebody in security and complain, and then they'll kick them out. I mean, they'll give them a warning probably, but if they keep doing it, especially to other people, then they can kick them out. You can be kicked out of conventions, believe it or not. Any teasers on upcoming videos you have or future content you may provide? Yeah, okay. My next video is something interesting, a bit of an announcement, really, because I did something a little crazy. So you're gonna be seeing that hopefully tonight if I get to it. Another one is I'm doing another fan fiction corner. Not gonna tell you when. The next video will tell you when that is. I'm gonna be doing book reviews or movie reviews. Like, for example, the next one, I'm actually gonna be starting with like a movie review of like very much like nostalgia critics stuff, kind of. I'm not stealing his style, but I am going to be talking about the movie while the movie is playing. So we're going to be talking about Jim Henson's The Labyrinth. If any of you have seen that movie, you should be excited because I love that movie. If you don't like it, then you should probably, or not like it. If you haven't heard of it, then maybe you should go watch it because it's awesome. You can find it. Let's see. I got mine at Walmart for like $5. Got it in the $5 bin. What? My cat's trying to get under my covers. She's cold. Well, it is about that time. So if anybody else has any more questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we're going to be signing off here in about, it says 8 o'clock on my clock, so we will give it 3 minutes for the thing to catch. So if anybody goes to fabric stores to buy their costume or fabric, obviously, and if you need something to make something, like, okay, I do Gishwiz every year. I've done it for 2 years. This will be my 3rd year. I have let's see, costume stores fabric stores have these tubes that they put their deco fabric on. What they do is they have to throw it away because whatever. You can ask for the bolts that the fabric comes on. You can ask for the tubes. Like, say if you need to make I want to say if you need to make a gun with a giant barrel, right? Or like cuffs, if you're gonna be Pit from oh shit, what's that video game? Kid Icarus. If you were gonna be Kid Icarus, that's it. If you were gonna be Pit from Kid Icarus, you can use the deco tubes where the decorative fabric tubes for your wristbands. You could also use things found around a house. For example, Kelly Jane, the famous cosplayer who is Jack's girlfriend from Parley Productions, has cosplayed Pit before. And I had asked her like 2 or 3 years ago what she did to make her wristbands and her wings. She said she used cardstock for the wings to make individual feathers and then stick them all on individually. Hey. And for the wristbands, she used Pringles cups, believe it or not. I thought that was the coolest shit. And I was like, I never even thought of that. Like, all she did was take the small Pringles things, cut a hole in it so she cut a slit in it so she could put her arm through it, and then like decorated the outside with leather look fabric and more cardboard or whatever. I thought that was the coolest shit. I think I have a picture of it. I don't know. But if you're having issues, hi Annie. Hi. If you're having issues deciding what costumes you want to do, there are actual cosplay books out there. I have a couple myself. This one is Everybody Cosplay, which is just one cosplayer called Jan Kurataki. And she's done everything from Haruhi Suzumiya to Neon Genesis Evangelion, even, hell, she's done like a swimsuit version of Sakura from Naruto. So she's done a lot of stuff. So you can see some of her cosplays. Like, there are cosplay books. I know that Yaya Han sells her own. There's also this stuff called Cosplay Fever Red. It's like, this is like just different costumes from different people. I don't think it's all over the world, but it's most places. So this is Yaya Han, by the way, if anybody doesn't know that. This is Yaya. Da 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 da. If I could find it, 1 sec. I know she's in here. Gorillas. Shoot. HIJK. Kingdom Hearts. 214. They don't have page numbers. Yes, they do. Okay, awesome. Stop. 206. There's also, this is my favorite, by the way. This is Lucario. Love this one. There they are. So this is Kelly Jane, and this is Jack when he. So they had said that these two, they bought their cloaks online. Their wigs they made themselves, and so same thing with their sitar and chakrams. That's it, chakrams. So that's what they did, but they've grown a lot from this. Like, you can go to their DeviantArt page and take a look yourself. It's crazy. Like even in this one, you can see some of the costumes. Oh, there they are again. Well, that's Kelly. This is Kelly again. And that's one of their friends. I can't remember her name, but she's in their show as well. She's part of Parley Productions. But you can see there's basically all kinds of costumes you can do. But if you are confused as to what you should or shouldn't, or well, not shouldn't, I should say, what you want to do, I would get a cosplay book and just look through it and get an idea. Like, like, look at this. This little girl. She's the Green Lantern. I think that's adorable. That's pretty fucking cute. There's also Terminator in here somewhere. Lots of stuff. Cool things. So it's like these really talented stuff, or not so talented, or I mean not talented. Like there's like this girl. She said that she's new to cosplaying. This is her first costume. I don't know, but I really like it because in some of these it says, like this one here has little quotes: "Be yourself and be happy." I think that's so cute. What am I to expect at cons? Sorry about the question. Born? That's okay. What are you to expect at conventions? Actually, I have. I can't answer that myself. Actually, I can because I did it like months ago. I would say go to Surviving Conventions Without Losing Your Mind. I linked it a while ago, but I actually let me on the comment section and you can watch it yourself. Surviving Conventions Without Losing Your Mind. That's not me. You know, without losing your mind. There it is. Okay. One. So in it's 8:08. Gonna answer these questions quick. Basically, what I can say to you is, it's hard to tell what you can expect at conventions. Expect there to be, but you can expect there to be a lot of people who are like really awesome at what you, or at their own things, and people who share the same interest as you. It's just awesome. What am I to expect at con? Have I seen the TV show Heroes of Cosplay? Yes, I have. And I have. Oh, why is this not working? Oh, Jesus, hang on. There we go. Oh, boo. Ugh, whatever. Okay. Basically, okay, to answer your question, Kelly Harlow, this is what you're wanting to look for. It'll be the first link. It'll be the first link in the feed thing. Have I seen the TV show Heroes of Cosplay on Sci-Fi? Yes, I have, and yes, I have actually made a thing about it. It's called what is it? I made a video about it, and I'm going to look at it because I can't remember what it was called. You can find it somewhere. What is it? Questions to die for. Heat of the Jinxed Hero or something. That's what it was. If you go to my channel and look through my videos, it'll be the one just before the first Fanfiction Corner video. Between Scavenging My Smart Teeth and Fanfiction Corner 1. It'll be Heat of the Jinxed Hero or something. That's it. And in the picture, I'm wearing a black tank top and have pink hair. Hopefully that'll answer everybody's questions, right? Boop-a-doop, boop, boop, boop-a-doop. Okay. Well, that should conclude tonight's live stream. But if you still have questions, feel free to leave them, but I'm not going to be answering them because we are unfortunately out of time. I hope everybody had fun tonight, and I hope that you guys got a lot of your questions answered, or really, whatever, or got a new idea of cosplaying, or maybe some helpful hints. Probably. I don't think I helped you at all. I'm sorry if I failed you. I hope to see you guys later, and thank you all so much for coming. I don't know how many of you actually watched it. It looks like just 3. But I'm glad you came to join me, because otherwise this would have been really boring. At least, or at most, by tomorrow, because I have it finished. I just needed to get a couple more clips done and add the music. So wish me luck, and I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I will all see later. I am Yoda now, I guess. I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Adios. And stop broadcast. Bye.